and even trying to win the doubles event more so than the singles event.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think we should. I think I'd like to see it a lot more often. You know, there's so much depth that can be done in these. You know, just like we've seen with Hope and BJ. You know, there's real strategies that can be used, countered, abused. You don't just have to play 4 Steves every time. You know, you can get a little weird with it, which is exactly what we're seeing. Very curious how, because we were seeing earlier with BJ and Hope that they were kind of abusing items together, which I think is very cool. You know, throwing out grenades, Hope was catching them, using them in his own sort of like nonsense, using them to basically zone people away from his own spells. And in this, I think it's going to be very cool because Link Bomb, I would like to see what kind of nonsense they cook up with that bad boy, because that is a very cool item and one that can very easily, the one that was almost built for being given to a mate.
Oh, right. It was Link Byleth. Right. So I misremembered. We have 2 Links on the screen.
Interesting. Very interesting. In that case, my curiosity just doubled as we're going to have bombs flying everywhere, man.
Yeah. So we have 3 bomb characters and 1 sword.
It makes me curious. I'd be curious to know. Maybe they just want a little bit more kill power, a little bit more sort of like consistent large hitboxes to play with. But I'm curious what we're seeing the Byleth, because you'd think with so many explosives and so much nonsense, Rebel's Guard would be a welcome addition. But it's all right, you know. Clearly, they've been feeling the Byleth today, what they've been playing most of the day, and so we're going to stick with it as we move on into Hollow Bastion right now, getting on into it.
Yeah, Byleth, even though slow character, generally not considered insane at doubles, you do have large hitboxes that you can throw out, and you can get combos off of that. It's even though you can get combos with every character, with if you have big hitboxes like with Byleth, they're just so much easier to execute, and it's comfortable.
Yeah,
it's comfortable.
And comfort is king in these kind of things. A perfect drag down coming through into the up air. Now to keep them both going, ZartZu force out a little bit as a spike coming down. Lingering hitbox just not enough, but these 2 Links absolutely battling out in the sky right now. Kekkeri is going to be able to safely hide behind ZartZu as back throw comes in. Tande picking it up though. Ooh.
Yeah, that's interesting choice of recovery from ZartZu, but Viljami is going to be right there to catch it out.
Excellent.
And looks like Tande and Viljami are going to be taking the first stock.
Let's find out. A very early kill onto that with sort of a random thrown out dash attack. But hey, results are results. As a perfect tilt coming out. Tande definitely didn't see that one coming. Still, Kekkeri looking very, very helpful. Actually saved by Tande there as a massive down air coming out.
Ooh, and Viljami, bit of a flub there. I was not sure exactly what that was. I think it was an air dodge and off stage, but that's going to cost a lot.
Definitely will. Oh, jumping, extending the hitbox, just barely dying there. Unfortunate, but still, you're the healthiest character in this game. And let me tell you, you're a world and a half healthier than the other Link on the screen. And that's got to feel good because looks like Viljami is really, really struggling right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, great throw into the Wonder Wing.
Yeah, that's what I love about ZartZu and Kekkeri. They play doubles a lot. Like, a lot. So they got all of these throw combos. They got the ping pong. They got it all just down, and it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Viljami actually dying for a death right there. Nevertheless, takes a stock back. He's still in here, ready to roll as the Wonder Wing off stage. Where you going, ZartZu? Ooh, actually avoids it. Great stuff.
Yeah, Banjo, one of those characters that can, in fact, recover from anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a while, which is not necessarily good in doubles, but hey, at least you can recover.
And a random tangent. I actually didn't realize this, but I've commentated ZartZu before. I commentated them at UFA in singles, and it's the most aerial Banjo I've ever seen. ZartZu in the air is a different beast entirely, as that was a very, very cheeky setup. Good job coming out from the side of the Reds.
Yeah, absolutely. They got their setups on hold. One of the classic is just grab and Link dash attacks. That's a very common one because Link's dash attack, there's so much space, so you can just do it from anywhere on the stage.
Yeah.
And the thing about ZartZu and Kekkeri, they communicate. Right? A lot of people, they play doubles and they just stay quiet and they play the game, but no, ZartZu and Kekkeri, they shout at each other. They tell each other what to do and when. And they have really good communication, and it shows.
That's very cool.
They hit those combos when they want to.
They got that psychic link, man. They've got that familial telepathy. What you like to see. As we're moving into small battlefield, going to see if the brothers from other mothers can stage a bit of a comeback. As appears to be drinking out of a jug of water. My God, what a beast. Hydrate, don't dehydrate, boys, all right? Remember. As we move on into another setup, that's why he's winning. He eats his greens, he drinks his jugs.
Absolutely.
You know what?
You know, it does make you a better player the bigger your water jug is.
I agree. I completely agree, without a doubt.
I mean, you don't have to fill it as often, and you stay hydrated. It's just statistically, I bet there's a you could definitely do a little study.
There's absolutely a correlation there. Yes.
Yeah. I absolutely believe that the bigger your water jug is, on average, the better of a player you are.
Well, it seems to be holding true for now, as just a little bit of corner play right now. Everyone fighting on a very tiny scope of land. But that Wonder Wing being absolutely clutch. Everyone nice and grounded, just waiting. As those other Reds got stage control. What are they cooking? Ooh, great stuff. Forcing the drift into the link. A double up smash, man. It goes well! And that was very spicy. I see exactly what you mean. This communication is crisp, it is clean, and it is very, very mean as Tande just trying to force the two out. A couple of tilts coming out, but the link-on-link action not looking too hot.
Ooh, I love the Banjo back throw because, little known fact to those who don't watch doubles often, when you throw a character, they actually become a hitbox that hits other characters. And when Banjo does the back throw, they spin around the opponent, and that spinning animation has a hitbox.
Fantastic.
So
he's got his own link-up special.
Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful stuff as Tande and Vil fighting back-to-back. ZartZu sent out. Forced out once again. Link not quite grabbing the ledge. Wanted to go for something cheeky there.
Yeah, and Tande and Viljami not really taking that much of an advantage over ZartZu just spending 2 years recovering. Like, Kekkeri is just all alone on stage, and they're not exactly comfortable hitting him.
Yeah, exactly. Kekkeri
oh,
not quite able to get the bomb recovery.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but still 153 on Link. You know, that's a good amount of time to live. So I think you're feeling pretty happy about that one as, man, Tande just going absolutely nuts with these forward tilts. It's his favorite move. What's that again? A roll to cover about 3 inches. Not quite enough, I'm afraid, as ZartZu trying to keep the pressure on. Both of them playing on 2 different levels. It's what you like to see. Always happy for a drop. Oh, they're not coming through. Oh.
I love that dash tag. Link dash tag is huge. And it's such a good move. Like, it's pretty slow, but it covers so much space, and the hitbox is just massive.
Yeah, that little jump really does put in the work. ZartZu able to make his way back. Kekkeri just making sure there was fear enough but they absolutely could not come back. Looking very strong right now. 2 stocks apiece to 1-on-1 as Viljami suffering right there.
It's looking doable for Tande and Viljami. ZartZu and Kekkeri are pretty high percents, but these are 2 characters that are really hard to kill.
I agree.
Especially if you don't take advantage of the fact that when one of them is off stage.
It's a 153 again. He's made a deal with the devil, man, as forces him up. That was very cool. I respect him going for it. But just look at the player cams. You can see them. You're right. They're talking to each other. They're giving each other strats. There's a reason this works, all right, as Tande forcing him up. Going to see if we can find a kill right there. Oh, wanted to go for a nair, but was just a little bit short on it because he didn't want to hit his partner, but it just ended up in death.
Absolutely. That's one of those situations where you kind of just want to hit that partner.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to sacrifice them.
Sometimes.
What are they cooking? Come on, boys. What you got? They want something. I can smell something devious and sinful in the water there, Nyan.
Oh, yeah. A bit of a wombo combo might be. Well, it looks like ZartZu might.
God's sake.
He might do the wombo combo all by himself.
That was a setup I've never seen before.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I like that. Cool. I knew something evil was coming.
Yeah.
No man who drinks from a jug has good intentions.
Lovely.
As we move on in, he's so happy with that one. ZartZu has clearly been wanting that for a while. Like, there must be some kind of hidden lore behind that technique that I'm not aware of.
They're just loud, and they have fun. They love doubles.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it. They just love doubles.
Moving on in, this could be the final game. Going to see if Tande and Viljami can come up with a little bit of a strategy. As Tande's been able to hold their own a lot in these matches, doing a very, very good job at basically just beating out anyone who approaches them. The issue is when either he gets 2v1'd or Viljami gets overwhelmed. That's when things start to fall apart.
Yeah, and it's those 2v1s, they always favor ZartZu and Kekkeri.
Yeah.
Like, Tande and Viljami, they have neutral, and when it's a 2v2, it's looking pretty solid for them. But as soon as ZartZu and Kekkeri get a hit, they always capitalize it and get this huge punish.
Very, very cool. I love this duo so, so much. As the Wonder Wing coming out, Tande with a fantastic reaction there to almost kill ZartZu. Not quite enough now as he's just trying to find a land. Viljami beating him out, but ZartZu coming in from the top. Still, the Reds have got him on the ropes. Dragged down on one side, recovery on the other. The bomb is not going to be able to take it, but Kekkeri taking it anyway.
Yeah, that's one of those interesting decisions. If your opponents are both off stage on opposite sides of the stage, what do you do as your doubles team? Do you each edge guard one, or do you both edge guard?
It's tough, honestly.
On the same one. And that time, ZartZu and Kekkeri decided to go each for one, but, you know.
Yeah,
it's always interesting what they decide to go for.
It really is, because, you know, there's a lot, because, you know, obviously you want to pick, and it's quite interesting how you basically engage combat in doubles, in the sense that you have the option to only go for plays that have a serious weight in your favor and advantage. Because frankly, I think if these two were just 1v1ing, the game would be so much closer, because frankly, you just can't beat ZartZu and Kekkeri in the 2v2.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're too experienced, they're too wise, and so you really do have to commit to these 1v1s. But if they get those 1v1s off the back of a good 2v2 trade, it's just already so scuffed. You're playing with loaded dice, my man. As look how healthy Kekkeri is. Just refuses to die. Well,
I mean,
and he died.
Yeah, but I mean, still 2 stocks, so
yeah.
Still has died the least.
Just refuses to die twice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
As a great combo coming out with that up air from Byleth as well, just forcing out ZartZu. Stuff from Viljami, going to see if they can find something, barely not it, but a double rapid jab coming out. Anything you can do, I can do better, is what ZartZu likes to say.
We were thinking the same thing, and we were absolutely thinking the same thing. It did not end up happening, but
unfortunate.
ZartZu does die, but takes the stock from Kekkeri. Kekkeri still did have those 2 stocks.
Yeah, Kekkeri's like the field medic, you know, just carrying defibs around. Like, yeah, ZartZu, you get in there, or I've got the health pots if you need it. Don't worry.
Except it's more like a blood sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he traded his own life for
that
it.
witch doctor. Yeah, no, save your. It's the law of equivalent exchange.
Yeah, it's like that one scene from Naruto.
I feel that could be a lot of scenes of Naruto.
Actually, it could, yeah.
As we force on him. See what we can do. Spot dodge being called out from Tande as well, but see if they can force it. Ooh! Viljami coming alive, my goodness. Gonna see if they can get it. That nair, nice and lingering.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, good stuff. What a comeback from the side of the Blues, my goodness.
We have very high percents on both Tande and Viljami. And we know if ZartZu just gets one of these stocks through like a silly Wonder Wing.
Oh, good thinking.
ZartZu going for the edge guard, and he's gonna get it.
What?
Oh, but doesn't get the bomb.
Unfortunate.
Doesn't get the bomb. I think he accidentally dropped his bomb.
Yeah, that's a shame. Definitely a world there in which they take him out. But beautiful stuff from Viljami and Tande. My goodness, what an insane comeback from those two.
That was very clutch.
Very clutch indeed.
They needed that.
And I love the setups they've got going on, all right? They might not communicate as much as the side of the Reds, but you can see, like, their setups, especially in 2v1s, is fantastic. Like, just sitting there, you had Tande at the front, you had Link in the back. Link, they're covering the roll distance. Meanwhile, Tande's just fighting on the front. Basically, you got an edge guarder and a ledge trapper. Link, obviously, at roll distance, can cover so much. You got the bomb, you could just go for up air, you can grab the roll. It's fantastic. You've really got all your options covered. And hey, it worked. ZartZu going down there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was very close.
Yeah, very close.
Very, very close, and they're going to have to do that 2 more times.
It is. You have to have figured out what the secret sauce is, all right? And you've got to keep it coming. Because you can't win on flukes, all right? Well, I won't speak too soon. So what do you reckon? Gonna have what looks like a little bit of a break. A team meeting. Oh my god, they're having a team meeting. Holy, this is sick.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let your opponents know. You can't let your opponents know what you're talking about. If you have something you got to tell your teammates, either you whisper or you go somewhere else. It's true.
Have a team meeting, have a team meeting.
And if there's one thing I know about ZartZu and Kekkeri is that they do not whisper.
Yeah, they seem pretty loud. They
do not whisper.
This is exactly what I wanted. All right, Tande and Viljami, now it's their turn. They can have a team meeting. There you go, they got this, they got this. I'm so curious what the secret sauce was, what the messaging was. I've never seen that before. I'm like a kid in a candy store, like just seeing the doubles meta developed and crafted and forged right here at Round Table Rumble. As we move on in, here we go. A nice big stage then, Yan. What do you reckon?
I mean, when it comes to Town City, it's you have stuff with Link, I think. Oh wait.
I didn't even
wait. I did not notice either. I was thinking Town and City, you know, you can do some silly stuff with Link's bombs.
I just saw a bunch of swordsmen. I thought, yeah, that's about right. Little did I know.
But I think Kazooie is gone, and Banjo got a haircut.
Yeah, certainly did, all right, like a shaved bear.
I have never seen this before. I have never seen ZartZu's Marth.
I haven't either. I'm curious what the crack is with these two. Obviously, Kekkeri able to stay fairly safe, space out a bit. Maybe that's the plan. ZartZu does have that tipper, all right. Maybe he can buy himself a little bit of space, keep it going. But I, too, am curious what the idea is behind this, as there's a lot of brawling going on. Maybe they just wanted to fight one-on-one. I just thought, okay, I'll put my grenades away. I'll take up a sword. It is the round table. We might as well bring out the knights.
True. Do you think Prince Marth would be on the round table with King Arthur?
That's a good question. I think so.
I mean, he is a pretty good swordsman.
Yeah, I'd say he's a pretty good sword. He's a nice guy too. He's pretty, you know, he's pretty pure. I do believe. I could see Marth going for a Holy Grail as like a. In fact, he probably has. It's probably a drop in the Fire Emblem games. So maybe actually it's a bit below him. Maybe it's maybe it's a bit beneath him. It's forced out once again. Gonna see. Oh, Kekkeri making it back. Fantastic help from ZartZu. Ooh, dash attack goes a little wide. Everyone just swinging. Absolute brawl out here. Oh, unfortunately, Viljami actually sent out by Tande there. Ooh,
and yeah, Tande finally dying off. It was like 170% almost.
Yeah. Very, very efficient stock right there. And I'm sure there's method in the madness of why you've picked Marth, but it looks like you're just brawling so hard that there isn't really no place to use these tippers. Unless there's some kind of ingenious 5,000 IQ play where Sour Marth is like a doubles king or something.
I can believe it.
I could see a universe. These two seem smart enough that there is definitely something going on there. This must be something they've practiced or theory crafted.
I mean, it seems to be working. They are in the lead. So, like, they were down a bit earlier, but the Marth is doing really well, like, spacing-wise.
Yeah. Definitely is. Finds himself in the middle of these characters quite a lot, but it's when, you know, he's not getting hit in the middle, he's not hitting in the middle, he's hanging out there, and then as soon as he finds his angle, he really is getting some very meaty hits. There's a couple of dolphin slashes coming through. They dodge back off.
And one thing with Marth that is good compared to Banjo is that you recover really fast.
Yep.
You are back on the stage really, really quickly, which isn't something that Banjo necessarily does. And yep, that is going to be the stock. And of course, ZartZu still is too, so he can play just as unsafe as he wants, essentially.
Yeah, that's true. Can play like a man possessed, like an absolute rebel as the back air coming out. Going to force him down. You've got to push the advantage on Kekkeri now because, frankly, ZartZu is back and now you are sandwiched, my man. It's Tande. Got a lot of work to do. He wants to bring it back. Still not dying. Marth still alive right there. Just desperately trying.
Oh, whoopsies. It's, I mean, they have another chance. It's all good, but...
Yeah, Kekkeri, I think, feeling very bad about that one. Not too happy. Oh, the dash not
missed,
coming through.
missed the timing.
Yeah, trying to get these setups, but that'll do it. That'll do it. Popping off, feeling good. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. As one adaptation, it worked pretty well. It worked very well.
Yeah, I like the Marth. It was... They didn't have necessarily the same level of combos and neutral, but the fact that the Marth could just space and just play Marth and recover really fast, that was important. I felt like it was... In the third game, Tande and Viljami, they kind of got the 2v1s
Yeah, I thought it was
a bit
perfect.
better. They had it better off, and with Marth being able to recover so fast, that disrupts all of their sort of...
It was good thinking. It was good strategy.
It. And hey, it worked, so...
Yeah. And you know what? I've been inspired. I've been very much inspired by these two.
They are quite inspiring. I mean, I love water.
I don't know about you. I feel more powerful already.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good.
Yeah,
Maybe I think they were onto something, you know?
Yeah, I definitely feel reinvigorated.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Well, I am curious what we are going to get now. Obviously, Kekkeri and ZartZu have to battle their way through quite a few enemies. Already taken down their first two, but now it's against our losers of our very first game. It is against, of course, Ramastelia and Fevri.
So yeah, this is going to be one of those where I feel like Ramo and Fevri are kind of this team where these are two good singles players who know doubles, but they're not a doubles team.
Yeah, I could see that. I could agree.
This is when you put the when you put the first best and the second best singles player in a doubles team, and they're usually like just really good and seated high. They're not a doubles team.
Yeah,
they're just good players. This is like a good players team versus doubles.
I agree.
Which is an interesting thing because
it's a very cool dynamic.
It's a cool dynamic because you have different strengths coming up, and like you have very different strategies going on. Because ZartZu and Kekkeri, they have a common strategy. They have we do this.
Yeah.
But I think like Ramo and Fevri have the sort of